Hey there, welcome to the Luce Lumiere channel. It is I, Luce Lumiere, and today I will be reading December 26th guidance. I hope you had a very Merry Christmas and are enjoying yourself. I think yesterday's message was pretty powerful, so let's see. It was about duality, and I want to say something. If you listen to yesterday's, when it comes to romance relationships, you can, in terms of duality, you can have affection. I can't, but you can have affection for two people, where this person you have an affection, and also you have an affection for that person. Thank you. Just like some other things came through that I wish I would have said. And also you may have an affection for a person and also have really just dislike them for whatever reasons, be it they've hurt you in the past and yet there you are still feeling some type of way about them romantically. This and that are true, where you do feel the way you feel about them one way or the other. They're both true. So kind of embracing that duality and not making either side wrong or right. In my romantic life, that's proved to be very helpful in not vilifying myself for feeling how I feel about someone who's hurt me in either direction. Take some practice. But what is today's message? What is December 26th guidance, please? What is the spirit animal that wants to deliver its message to us today, please? Hope you're keeping warm in the US. Okay, so we have Bat Spirit. A rebirth is assured. Okay. So Bat Spirit says nope. Oh, girl, she had a lot to say. Oh. Okay. What are you refusing to let die? I like when it makes me laugh when a message comes out with punches. Just, what are you refusing to let die? Jeez. Bat Spirit is gently nudging you to let go of your need to cling to the familiar story that has already run its course. A new story is poised to be born. Some dreams were only meant to last for a moment in time. Sometimes they were only there to slow you down as you recalibrated in preparation for the new life that will give you what you really want. Perhaps you need to grieve as you say goodbye to something. At least you're saying goodbye to its familiar form. Perhaps you must let go of a part of you that must die so you can be reborn. This temporary time in the dark doesn't have to be scary or sad, though. Bat Spirit gives you her powers of perception and awareness as you learn to listen deeply and navigate these unknown caves of temporary emptiness. You will emerge with a new perspective, and Bat Spirit will witness your giving birth to the life that matches the intentions and desires of your heart and soul. Okay, so I am going to use one of my my new decks to see if we can learn together what we are refusing to let die. Let's go in, right? What are we refusing to let die? Thanks. Okay. So we have the Three of Swords in reverse, the Five of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. We are refusing to let go of situations. This could be a suffering over our own suffering. Refusing to let go of situations, people, places, experiences that have obviously hurt us in the past, duh, right? That have had us feeling left out, that have had us feeling lost, that have had us feeling less than, that have had us feeling like we gave too much and we're still left in the dark, we're still stranded, we were left alone, where we thought if we did, they would come and get us, they would come and save us, they would come and rescue us, but no one came. And while there is a part of us that is going through this sort of purging process, started on Sunday, or it's something that was touched upon on Sunday, and while there is, a bad experience going on, in whatever way, this could be in work, this could be in money matters, where we did so much and got nothing, little to nothing back. This reminds me of my neighbor who worked in the postal service for 30 years of his life, very loyal worker. And on his last day, nobody said a thing. The company didn't throw him anything. It was another regular day. And he was so hurt. He was so hurt. He was so wounded by the fact that he gave 30 years of his life to his job, and they did nary a thing for him when he left. Nobody reaches out to him. He doesn't hang out with anybody from his part. He was there for 30 years. Or however long he was there for. So it's this thing where, like, you may have given your loyalty to something, maybe even overgave, and then when you thought that you were going somewhere, and you thought they were going to be behind you, you thought they were going to come save you, you thought they were going to come give to you, or this experience was going to come give to you, or this place was going to come give to you, or, whatever was going to come help out and reciprocate in some way, and it never did, in such a way that you were like, damn, maybe an opportunity didn't come through in the way that you hoped it would have. And if anything, things went even south, So like I'm saying, for some, that dark cave that Bat Spirit is talking about is purging, right? Dawn will come, XYZ, XYZ. Because the Three of Swords here is still in reverse. It's still in this process of healing, I think. What do you have to say about this? I didn't even ask your opinion. Let me just finish what I'm saying. So again, for some of you, you're moving through the natural process of purging. For others, and even a percentage of the first group that I just mentioned, there is an essence of holding on to pain because of a feeling of vindication. I own this pain. I have a right to this pain. Because in some cases, anger feels safer than moving forward. Anger feels safer. Anger is a great shield. Saying, I've been hurt before. Someone once fucking said to me, they're like, oh, well, I did this because I've been hurt before. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? So because you've been hurt before, you're going to go ahead and that gives you license to hurt someone else in the way that you've been hurt. To me, the adult thing to do is to not hurt someone in the way that you've been hurt. To see that, oh man, that did not feel good. I don't ever want anybody else to experience this. Therefore, I'm not going to be a shithead, right? So what I'm saying, I digress, is for some people, while the anger, the loss, the pearl clutching of like, oh my god, like I really didn't think they would ever, like, while that anger is very valid and it's real and it happened, and this is I don't know, it's a slim, I don't know, I don't think there's too many people, but there may be a part of you that, okay, so story number 2 is basically there may be a part of you that is holding on to that pain as a means of holding on to that pain for vindication, for, you know, respite. That's, you know, your sword to carry. That is the thing that you're going to hold on to and, you know, put in people's face again. I get it. I get it. I get it. This is where I get it. Where you're going to throw this back into someone's face, throw this back in this company's face, throw this back in this situation's face and be like, no, you weren't there. I had to be alone. I had to figure this out. So, like, you know, whatever. Where you feel that vindication. And that could be the thing you may need to let go. In some cases, a third scenario, oh, I lost it. A third scenario is in this cave. These feelings that are coming up are, that are here or that are coming up or whatever are, again, like the reading on the 23rd, are those swords coming out, rehashing those old wounds as you are healing. As dawn is breaking, the Ace of Swords is getting ready to unveil itself. It's just, it's been in you, in your heart, pierced you straight through. But before it can slide out, it needs those other 2 swords to, you know, Black Panther out. Like, you know, like that. I had some lint on my thing. Like that. And so, those things that we're needing to let go of is maybe even the speed at which we're supposed to heal. Is maybe the speed at which, this is actually story number 5, but is maybe the speed at which those swords come out of us, where those feelings, those emotions, those very real experiences happen, where we did feel less than, where we did feel left out, where we did feel lost and afraid and alone, and no one was there to protect us or be with us the way we thought they would be. Maybe it's letting go of how long that's going to take to heal from, but then also making the inner concerted effort to heal. And healing doesn't mean being doormat, right? Let's not get that twisted. You've been hurt. Your feelings are valid. There's a validity there. It's just there comes a point in our healing process where we make certain decisions to hold on to some things and to be able to release certain things. And there will be some pain. And sometimes releasing something is going back into it. It's just you don't know necessarily that that's the last time you're going back into it, right? So there's that. Let me look at what the book has to say. And this book is real skimpy, so you won't have to say much. Okay, so 3 of Swords in reverse here says letting emotions make a situation worse than it is. Okay, so suffering over your own suffering. So in that respect, I can see then how what we need to let go is, I mean, it's still all those things, but when certain things are rehashed, we're back in that highly emotional state, where it's almost like it's happening again. Our brains are reliving it. I was watching a video where it was like facts about the brain, and it was like our brain likes to relive things, and it's like, cut that noise off. Yeah, it's continuing reliving certain things and having them perpetuate in life, and having to kind of die to them in the form of letting them go in the best way that we can. But obviously that may take time, and allowing yourself to do that. So let's see, who is this? 6 of Pentacles, not having enough to do everything you want. And feeling lost and in need of resources and guidance. So again, you may also be in a situation where you're finding yourself repeating, not a cycle, I don't want to say that, but repeating something that you've been through before. Where you are feeling a sense of lack, you are feeling a sense of loss, but maybe if we take it out of, if I put it in a more, No, I still stand by what I said, actually. I don't think I mentioned anything romantic at all. Um, Even when it comes to work, even when it comes to feeling uh, financially unstable, thinking, oh man, I got myself in this mess. Here, it's looking like emotions exacerbate that. And if it's something like that, or even in any of those other cases, there may be a call here with Bat Spirit to clear that heightened sense of emotions so you can get to a place where you can see clearly on how you can make that right, and how you can get the resources you need, and how you can get the help that you need, because there is help around you. There is a way out of the lostness. These two are pointing in some sort of direction, and she's over here looking like, I don't know where I'm going. And that's true, but there seems to be, when you get out of your own head, as in when you get out of your own sort of emotional turmoil, suffering over your own suffering, when we are able to kind of take our, and woo sound and be like, okay, getting to zero and being like, okay, what do I need to do to clean this room? What do I need to do to take down this overwhelm? And you go bit by bit by bit and find those resources to do what you need to do. So I like that. Thanks so much for that little jump. I appreciate you being here. I'm not doing personal readings right now, but if you would like to donate to the channel, you can. That would be greatly appreciated. Yeah. If you would like to subscribe, you can. Just check out the rest of my videos to see if I'm someone who you want to subscribe to. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Keep your light on and